Hello everyone, I'm Juggerai. Welcome to my Minecraft Bedrock Survival Let's Play series. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Here we are with episode number 26. And I have been very busy between episodes gathering materials and doing a lot of things. And we actually have some new villagers. We actually have the rest of the librarians that we need, and we got a little path extension going over here. Let's go take a look and see what we got going on. So we come through here, and we got our first new building right here, as you can see. This wasn't here before, right by the conversion tent and our geode. And this librarian right here is going to give us aqua affinity, so making backup armor and things like that. That's going to go on our helmets. And then if we come down past this one here, remember I believe that was our sharpness 5 villager, and we come down here toward the skeleton farm, and we have this little outlet of villager houses now. And this guy right here is going to sell us looting 3 for our sword. And all of these villagers and future villagers are going to need names. If you have name suggestions, drop them in the comments below. And you could definitely name some villagers. And this one here is going to be our bookshelf trade. 1 emerald for a bookshelf, which we can then break and get 3 books to sell back for emeralds, so we could profit 2 emeralds off of each one, which is a really great deal. And then we come over here, and we got this villager who gives us fortune 3, and then we come over to the next one here, and this villager right here is going to give us our Death Strider 3 that we need, and our Infinity. So now we have a librarian for everything except maybe Silk Touch. I don't think any of them have Silk Touch as a book offer. Once we get them all leveled up all the way, we'll see. And if we need to get a Silk Touch guy, we will. But that's that. And during our live stream Sunday, oh yeah, and we're spawning in iron golems, and our course farm over here, our course forest, is doing great. But yeah, so we did some caving in our last live stream, and we had the live stream before the last one. We had found a zombie spawner, and now it's time to go make a zombie/drown farm out of it. It seems that we've come across another wandering trader. I think the only thing we could really get from him that we could use would be, bamboo, and unfortunately he doesn't have it. So here is our zombie spawner. I went ahead and dug everything out. We're going to flush them down this way toward where that spider is, and then from that back wall down toward where I'm at. And the spider decided to attack me. We're not going to see this spawner, so we're not going to worry about doing anything with the room. It's going to kind of be tucked over and out of the way. So I just, kind of dug it out and got it where it needed to be. And then everything's going to fall right down here on top of a hopper, and we're going to have that hopper running into a chest to collect stuff. I'm going to show you how to set it up so you don't have to worry about baby zombies getting you. And we're going to have water come from right there in that open spot that we'll activate with a lever, and that's how we'll get drowned when we want to drown. So you'll get rotten flesh either way, plus, if you want the iron and the zombie drops, you just farm the zombies. If you want the drown drops with the nautilus shells, possibly the tridents, different things like that, and the copper, Then you flood him. Once the zombie's underwater long enough, he'll turn into a drown. And then you go to town and collect all those sweet goodies. So we're going to empty out some of our inventory here. We're actually going to... Oh, I didn't grab green wool. That's what the ceiling is going to be. So we're going to kind of empty out our inventory here. Make a little bit of room so we got, some space in our inventory to play with. And maybe... let's go ahead and get our crafting table set right there for now. And some dark oak planks, make ourselves some dark oak stairs, and should have let's get our planks down here. Alright, and that way it kind of blends in with the floor. We're gonna have glass tubes coming here. This wall can actually go back one, that way. Oh no. We're gonna push this wall back one so that when we redo the wall, it doesn't come out too far. Oh, and the lava got me. The lava got me. I had thought I pushed all this back when I dug this out, but I guess not. And is it gonna catch the wood on fire? No. Okay, so let's go ahead and push this wall back and just get ready. Oh, more lava. And get everything set up so we can start designing this room. Alright, so I've managed to get most of the wall in. Let's go ahead and get our collection system in place right here like that. And I think we can go ahead and get the glass in too. Should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and go right here. One more. Perfect. Now you have a couple options here. You could put your floor at the level that we're at now, which would allow you to, I'll show you in just a second, to really easily hit the, you'll have, once the trap doors and stuff are in place, a lot of people tend to use half slabs, but if you put a trap door on that hopper and then some, oops, wrong spot, and then some trap doors on the bottom of your blocks here, we're using glass in this case, but the baby zombies can't get out of that, and you still have a really nice big hitbox. You can just go to town, no problem. However, we're going to be up a block higher. We're going to be at the same level as that collection system, so we're actually going to be aiming downward a little bit. It's still not going to be a problem. It's just a matter of preference. I've done spawners both ways, and to me, I've found that one way is just as easy as the other. I should have pulled the ceiling out one. So yeah, we'll still have to get the gray or the green wool to go in there. And let me just kind of throw that cobblestone back in there for right now, just so that I'm not carrying it around in my inventory. And I still have cobblestone, so I guess that defeats the whole purpose. But let's go ahead and I wanted to do the dark oak for the floor, so we can go ahead and get our stairs going up in right here. And yeah, another set down here I think should be, or maybe I need to do planks here. Oops, get that torch up under there. We're gonna have like a little gap, and the only thing that could spawn there would be the baby zombies, but just to not have to fill it in, if we throw the torches there, that leaves us plenty of room. And we're gonna have our dark oak come all the way across here, and just fill this whole room. And we're going to do a little bit of stair action over at the collection chest. And that's how we're going to be able to get down into it without a problem. Which actually, that piece of wood I shouldn't have just put there, because the other half of the chest has to go there. So let's go ahead and get all this in real quick, and then we'll move on. Alright, so we've got our floor in place, and as you can see, you still have plenty of room to hit these things. I mean, they can't get to you at all. I mean, I could even stand back here and hit. If I can hit that trap door, I can hit their feet, right? So that's what that is. And I need to get that other half of that chest in here. And there it is. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And we probably really don't need to. But I wanted to do staircases here. I mean, we could obviously get to the chest without a problem as is, right? But I just think that would help make it stand out a little more. I think it adds a little more depth and detail. And right here, I left this open because we're going to have to get back there. And I'm going to show you how simple it's going to be to run the water and control it so that we can have either zombies or drown, depending upon what we're after. And we can make that choice right on the fly with the flip of a lever. So what we're going to do is we are going to fill this room completely up. You know, get our infinite water sources like we always do by taking your main water source, skipping the first block, and then that middle block will fill in once you add the next one. And then we're going to throw our water source down here. And we should be able to knock these torches out. If you're using a pickaxe or something to do this, you have to be very, very careful, because if you break your spawner, that's it. It's gone. You can't get it back. And we're just going to have to get out of the way here and seal this up really, really quick. Let me fill my water bucket back up. And we're going to seal this. Seal this room up, and hopefully we never have to go back in here, and we never have to see in there again. This is up above our strip mine, so it's actually oops, wrong way, right around the corner from our little area here where we can AFK and everything. And as you can see, like the zombies are coming through already. And you can get to them very easily. Take them out with your sword. It's not a problem. With the cleric villager, you could sell them the rotten flesh and make a lot of emeralds off of it. So this is where we set the water up to convert the zombies into the drown. We're right behind the tunnel. You can see the glass over. We're right behind where they're falling down. And let's get some of this cobblestone out of the way here. We run just a little bit of a circuit here, and it's very, very simple to set this up. You got your piston right there, so when it raises, it's gonna hold the water from going. It's gonna hold the water back from going into the farm, right? So now what we need to do is get that block out of the way real quick. Get some cobblestone ready and make like a little wall here so the water can't really escape. We can't put one right there yet because we need to get the water in there. But that's basically what you got to do is plug it off. So that right there, so we're going to put the water in right up in the top of that hole. And then we're going to put that block back that I just broke. And when the piston's fired and it's extended, it'll hold the water up in the top there where the water source is at. Because it can be flowing water when it gets to the zombies, right? So we just do that. And as you can see, the water's flowing through because it's not powered, so the piston's down, and with it being down, it's allowing the water through, right? Alright, so we have, I'm not sure why I just broke that. We can run our redstone wire. We got a torch on the back side of this lever. That wire runs straight over to that piston. From underneath, it's not going to fire it, right? So what we have to do is we have to put a block here, because if you could create some kind of crazy knock gate thing like this right here, but since we're right on the same level, we're not going to be able to do that because we're not going to be able to pillar up the torches. So what we have to do is we just have to, this is how simple it is. You just take a piece of block right there, put your redstone dust. It doesn't have to be all that fancy stair stepping with the torches and all that kind of stuff. Now you see the water's coming through. We flip the lever, boom, the piston raises, and that's all it was a lever, a redstone torch, and 2 pieces of dust. That's it. That's all it takes to do this. I mean, it couldn't get much simpler than that. And of course, once they convert over, they're going to drop whatever they were holding at the time. So we can just block that off. And now, the only thing we're really missing here is our green ceiling now. But you can get your sword out. You can see the baby zombies in there. They can't get out. We didn't use half slabs, but with the trapdoor on the hopper and at the bottom of our glass here, it's still too small of an area for the baby zombies to get out. And we're going to get all these drown drops as well as the zombie drops from the zombies that don't have time to convert over. So if you were to, like, since in Bedrock Edition we don't have entity cramming, if you were to AFK here for like 15 minutes and let them convert to drown, come back, start taking them out, you're going to get drown and zombie combos, and you're going to get a lot of loot. So what we want to do is we want to make this room safe. So if we do decide to turn it on and make it where everything's getting converted, an iron door. Even on hard mode, zombies can't break down the iron door. So that's your go-to. And then we have our wool here for our ceiling, which I think we can just put right here. I mean, there's no need to tear that out and go up one. So we're just going to fill in our green wool here. You can design this thing any way you want. I kind of wanted it to have like the dungeon feel without like the mossy cobblestone or whatever. I wanted to use the stone bricks. We got so many stone bricks from the stronghold. We're going to get a whole bunch more. And we got the mossy variants already. We didn't have to use any of the moss that we had saved back. So it just kind of works out for us, and a stack of wool wasn't enough. Okay, I'll finish filling that in later. But I just wanted you guys to see this thing in action, and it's definitely worth going through the trouble for. It's very simple to set this farm up, and again, no matter which way you go, you're gonna get the rotten flesh to sell to your cleric villager. But this could also help you out with other things that zombies drop, all the things that the drown drop. You could even, if you didn't have villagers, you can see that villagers do come out of the spawner. So you could set up a system. I've had worlds where I just set up a system around my zombie spawner, ended up with everything loaded in minecarts if it was, and had them ship around. And if it was a zombie, I took it out, sent the minecart back through. If it was a zombie villager, I splashed it, gave it a golden apple, sent it over to another area to cure, within range. And that's just kind of, an option if you have to do that. Luckily, we don't. But it's definitely an option, and we may end up doing some stuff like that later on in this world. But for right now, I wanted you guys to see how easy it is to set this thing up, and I really hope that if you set one up in your world, You get a ton of use out of it. If you have mending on your tools, you can use this thing to mend up your stuff. You get iron, gold, armor, and stuff that you can smelt down into ingots if you want. If you have like a kelp farm, you know, it's really cheap fuel, then it's totally worth smelting the stuff down. Look at what we've got already, and I mean we haven't even really AFK'd here or anything other than the glass that that was from us. But yeah, these things are really nice to have, and they can help. They can be a game changer, especially early game when you need to grind for that XP even. All right, as you can see, I AFK'd for about 10 minutes with the water on, and in 10 minutes time, actually that doesn't really doesn't look like a lot. I've seen a lot more. Most spawners, I normally end up with a lot more than this. There might be something wrong, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe there's more here than I thought. They're kind of glitchy, and there's some small ones in there. No, it's emptying out already. After 10 minutes of AFKing, there probably should have been enough in there that no more than my tools were worn down. I should have been able to get enough experience to mend them up. So I might have to break back into the farm and see if I made a mistake somewhere, because they should have been dropping down the whole time we've been standing here, and we haven't seen any drop down. So I think the best thing we can do right now before I start troubleshooting the farm is to see if maybe I'm just being impatient. We'll get some lights hung up in here and get rid of these torches. They're not really as pleasing as some lanterns hanging on some chains. I think that helps add to the vibe in here a little bit better than the torches. I mean, torches give like a great mining vibe, right? Like they use them in the mine shafts and stuff like that, and it really helps. Well, how did I do that? I had to point it at the stone instead of the ceiling. They do have their uses where they are right for a situation, but we have so many light options with the candles and the lanterns, and we even have the shroom lights now. I mean, we don't have the sea lanterns yet, which would be amazing for light, but we do have the jack-o'-lanterns that we could put in the floor under carpet. We have plenty of light sources to use that we don't have to use torches inside our builds. So right here would be the spot to pretty much be the AFK spot. If it's a matter of where I'm standing, I'm going to break into it and take a look and see, because we've had, what is this, like 2-3 zombies here. That's not that much for all the time we just spent. I mean, even though it was only a minute and a half putting up these lanterns, we should have so many more mobs in here right now. Alright, let's go ahead and break in here real quick and take a look. I see the problem right away. See where they're all piled up at? There's no water on that stone. I made a boo-boo. So it's 9 across there, right? Which means there should have been, a block left there at the top, and this all should have been mined out. So let me get this water flowing properly, and then we'll test it out. And oh, I just broke the wrong block. I'm gonna have to snatch that water back up and reset it now. Yeah, maybe I should have threw a torch on the spawner or something. But yeah, so I mean, it's a simple fix, and oversight on my part that I should have never made. Always make sure your water is flowing right where you need it to begin with, and save yourself the headache, so you don't end up going through what I'm going through right now. So now we're back in the farm. Everything should be running great. You can see the water coming right to the ledge right there. Yeah, look how quick they're coming down now. We got one already. They can't gather up on that ledge and hang on with their toes. If you do have a problem with them hanging on, you can use a staircase on the end there. because it's not a complete end there. It makes it harder for them to hold on to the edge, and they tend to slide off a little bit better. If you're having that problem, I haven't really had them problems to need to do something like that. As long as I do my water source properly. So now we're over at the stronghold, and we're going to use up what resources we got to start converting some more rooms. Alright, I've edited all the video up to this point, and I realized that, I all this footage of me doing the little time lapse here, I wasn't recording. So unfortunately, we can't do a time lapse, but I do want you guys to see that I did get the lights in all the way in this room here. I wanted you to know that they're completely installed all the way around through the portal. So I did complete it. I love it. I think it, the lights going the rest of the way really made a difference. And I managed to get this room here complete. And as you can see, the door sets in. So if you're going into the door, you're going in the right direction toward the portal room. That's going to kind of be the theme through here. And again, we got no interior decorating going on. This is just basic design. We got a 3 wide gap there for the stairs. Nothing behind here yet. But behind this door, I did do some more magic. And let's take a look. We got some action going on here. I did take out some of these little stub. There was a lot of stub walls throughout here, and I kind of just opened it up a little bit, and I left the staircase open so that it's a wide area. And I do need to get more of the warped blocks for that, but nothing to that door yet. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna work on this floor before we go to any other floor. So that's kind of where it's at, and so I really hope you guys like the way this is coming along. If you have any suggestions or requests, whether it's to do with the stronghold or anything else going on in the world, hit me up in the comments below. Let's get the community active in them comments and see what we can come up with together. And I think that I'm really happy with the way this is turning out, and it's going to make an amazing base when it's done. I just want to remind you guys that video release times have changed. It will now be Tuesdays and Fridays instead of Tuesdays and Thursdays. Live streams are still on Sundays at 6 o'clock, but not this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday, there's no live stream, but you will get a Halloween special right here on YouTube from me, and it's going to be in our world right here. We're going to do a world tour. We're going to do our little spooky maze thing that we got going on that I've been putting some work into, and I think the reason for the world tour during the Halloween special is I want to get the seed out. I know people want to be able to use it, and you have to get the world created in order before the update, the 1.18 update, in order to take advantage of it. So I really want to get that out to everybody. If you're enjoying our world, please give the video a big thumbs up. I cannot stress how much that helps the channel, how much that means to me and the rest of the community that enjoys the content. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Share the video with your friends. Ring the bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. And anything Minecraft related, hit me up in the comments below. I answer every single comment. And again, we're very close to 20 subscribers. I would really like to get that building up on that cliff. Help get 4 more in here. And again, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Shout out to all of you who've made it this far to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next video.